AT&T Center. We're in San Antonio. Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Lakers. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Here's Garland going inside. Here's Drummond. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Thunderball.
And here are the Thunder now.
And for old school centers like Andre Drummond, the modern NBA posing some challenges. He's not quite the floor spacer.
Well, he's not, but still on the defensive end, I think, GA, if you have a guy that kind of size and that kind of athleticism against certain teams that play another compact big, he becomes a guy to clog up the lane, block shots, and still be a deterrent on the inside.
George, that's a two-pointer. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, Paul George just felt out the defense there, and because they weren't close, he could just pull up.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did speak briefly with Oklahoma City's head coach. Big man and big problems tonight with Andre Drummond on the other side. Coach told me that they can't depend on one player keeping Drummond off the glass. It's going to take a group effort on the boards. They know the task that they face, and it's a big one. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Well, he's just got such a nice, easy release on the three ball. Reddish not looking rushed.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
That's his
Just
first
really smart basketball
foul.
and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And so he hits both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to McDyess. And the foul called on Antonio McDyess. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland, the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
It's deflected. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And Drummond right there just staying active on the defensive end, collects another block.
Spurs ball.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Garland looking it over. Here's Reddish. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Reddish has got 11.
Quick trigger from Reddish there speaks to his confidence. He just let that one fly.
You love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. And George gets it to go. George has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Got that one up quick.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. George with the bucket.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
Most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
Pass to Reddish. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Reddish. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Bryant. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Thunder trailing by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Here are the Spurs with the ball. Here's Garland. Here's Reddish. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Spurs. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
That's his second personal
Yeah,
foul.
there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And he nails the third.
Brent, we played against some amazing shooters in our time, but nothing quite like Curry.
It's hard to imagine somebody being better than that, GA. I mean, you're right. We've seen some incredible long-range snipers, but easily at this point, for everybody to admit that's watched basketball, that Steph Curry is the best we've seen.
Lee outside. Here's Primo. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Another shot. San Antonio getting another chance here. Back to Pirtle. Camby with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs leading by 5. Nobody near Schroeder. To the left wing. Here's Todd. Again, the miss by the Spurs. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group. Here's Reddish. 14 points for him. Into the lane. Fires the 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter. It looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here's Garland. He has 6. There's a screen by Covington. Clock at 4. Reddish's shot is good. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander following the three-pointer from Cam Reddish.
That's
his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Out to the wing. Here's Reddish.
Oh,
yes, sir.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And the foul on Cam Reddish.
That's his third.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second.
And Oklahoma City making a change here.
Now into the lineup for the Thunder.
Pass to Pokusevski. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he is the answer to all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Pass to Camby. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Reddish. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Maledon. 6 to shoot. And it's Jordan off the drive. Here's Camby. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now, here's Garland. Out to the right wing. Here's Reddish. And it's Maledon with the rebound. Driving to the basket. A beautiful reverse layup. And now just a 4-point Spurs lead. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Spurs. They lead by 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Reddish. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Reddish has got 28 points for the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point differential. Pass to Reddish. That one's good from the corner. Reddish has got 30.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Now, here is George. 12 points for him. To the middle. Here's McDyess. And it's sent back by Drummond. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
San Antonio ball.
Spurs leading by 9. Outside Garland. Pass to Reddish. Drummond a screen. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Now here's Reddish. The 3. Here's Drummond. Takes it out to Covington. The wide open look here for Garland. Buries it from 3-point range. Garland's got 11 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Now here's Reddish. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice job operating off the dribble for Reddish, a nice consistent part of his game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
From deep, George does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And Covington sends it back. And it's Bryant missing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Reddish. Misses from close range. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the court.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
That's his first personal foul.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's a big European movement to get players into the NBA. Seems like recently it's come from the Great White North, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has come down to make an impact in the NBA.
Now here's Garland. 14 points for him. Here's Reddish. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his second
Reddish in constant motion that time and able to draw foul.
The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Thunder trailing by 19. Here's Dort. The shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Maledon. Here's Pokusevski. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And Reddish out there running on the break. That's the best way to reward a teammate for that kind of defensive pressure.
From deep. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Reddish has got 41.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Spurs leading by 22. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Maledon. Here's Hoiberg. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Reddish. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's San Antonio holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up.
Come on and get loud for your Spurs Light Squad.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
These are the type of games for Gilgeous-Alexander where the promise of his future looks incredibly bright.
And here's Reddish. Pass to Drummond. Takes it out to Covington. Shot clock at 5. Here's Garland. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so George will bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 17. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 points. That one goes.
Alexander.
That's now 22 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Pass to Reddish. Here he goes. No good again that time. Thunder trailing by 15. Now George. Defended by Drummond. Here's Pokusevski. No good with the triple. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Here's the three. Man gets the bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander just getting better and better at creating for his teammates.
Garland with it. Pass to Reddish. Fires from the wing. Off the left rim and out. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Mann. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Garland with it. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing on the left. Pass to Reddish. There's the triple. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
I like it when Cam Reddish decides on pick and rolls to attack. He's coming right at you.
Right wing. Covington with the steal. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Here's Reddish. And again, it's San Antonio with a three. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for San Antonio?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And a strong finish with two hands.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA. Up to the rim.
Inside. Now Garland. Over to the left wing. Great play most of your career in the 90s. The game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Cam Reddish.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
A shot by Reddish, no good. From deep, George. Oklahoma City gets it back. Pass to Pokusevski. There's a screen by Bryant. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability.